I went on a vacation to Florida with my family, with my husband, with my daughter. It was supposed to be a great time. None of the pictures made me smile or made me happy. That's when I made the decision. I wasn't going to let myself go any further than that.
Welcome to the BODi Experience. I'm Carl Deichler, CEO of BODi, and we're here to share the truth about losing weight and getting in shape from real people that you'll wish you knew sooner if you've ever struggled like I have. I'm always motivated when I hear how people who are really suffering, who you would think they would never, maybe they wouldn't follow through when they have like 100 pounds or more to lose, somehow they make it happen. So if you're struggling or you know somebody who's having a hard time getting started or who's maybe struggling to keep going, I want you to share this story with them. Meet Jeniffer Gonzalez. Hi, Jeniffer.
Hello.
You're in Milwaukee, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Now, your story really moved me. And I think you've got the secret that so many people need to hear, because you went from really being down on yourself, like the things you were saying to yourself when I read your bio. I don't think you would ever accept a stranger or even a friend or a family member saying those kind of things to you, but that was your internal dialogue. And then you found the motivation to take action and I guess fell in love with yourself. Can you describe what was going on with your life? Why were you being so hard on yourself?
Well, first of all, at the beginning of my journey before I started, I wasn't feeling really good about myself. I had just recently found out that the job that I had for approximately 6 years was gonna go out of business. So I started to question myself a lot inside of me, like, what am I gonna do? Am I, I don't have any college, any studies. I don't have anything that I could actually sustain myself and move on from what I thought was gonna be, the rest of my life. And basically, being in that position really hold me really tight and made me feel not good about myself because I felt lost. I actually started drinking a lot. It was like basically almost every day because I wasn't happy with how my life was turning. I had a lot of problems in my relationship, and I wasn't being myself at that time. I just had a lot of difficulties with the situation. And when I think about that, and the hard times that I had and how I dealt with the situation, and it just brings me to a lot of emotion because I was at a really dark place at the time. I just didn't like myself. I was ugly. I felt ugly. I felt that I wasn't good enough for people. I had a really, really bad thoughts about myself because of that.
So you were 249 pounds. Did that creep up on you? Was that sort of what your life was like, or was it this period of time that contributed to gaining the weight? And I think you also had asthma, right?
Yes. So basically, the way it happened, for my whole life, I wasn't the kid that was the thin one or the fit one. I was always a little bit, chubby, I would say, if that's the right word to use. And I know that 2019, when I was finding out about the job, I used to weigh 219 pounds. And due to that situation, due to that hard time that I was going through at the time, I gained 30 pounds. And like I would say 4 to 5 months. And when I went to a trip, that's when everything got to me, and I was really, really shocked. So it was something that happened over time. It didn't happen like right away, but when I had my eye opening was when I had lost my job and I went on a vacation, came back and weighed myself, and I seen that I was 249 pounds. That gave me like a really eye opening.
Now, had you tried anything else before you found BODi?
All I did was try the usual, try to do it on my own, go to the gym, try to probably create my own healthy meals. But other than that, I never tried anything besides BODi.
So there was a moment in time that was sort of, I tend to call it the turning point or the pivot, where you go from being almost hopeless and suffering to making a decision to turn things around for yourself. Do you remember that moment for you?
Yes, I do. I actually went to the gym with my sister, and I was like, yes, I'm gonna do this. This is my time. This is my moment. And I remember that I went on to the scale at the gym and I saw 249 pounds. And I remember telling my sister that I didn't want to be 250 pounds, that I wasn't going to let myself go any further than that. But that's pretty much how it happened. After coming back, I went on a vacation to Florida. And with my family, with my husband, with my daughter, it was supposed to be a great time. We took a lot of pictures, but none of the pictures that I took at the time made me smile or made me really happy about, how I looked or how I felt. And when I came back, that's when I made the decision that I wasn't gonna let any more, moments like this, like big moments to me, like family time, uh, be like a stop, like the way I looked, not being able to actually enjoy myself.
Yeah. We hear that a lot, that people who all of a sudden realize when they get to look at the pictures from the vacation that they excluded themselves from the pictures because they didn't feel good about themselves, and now they're excluded from the memories that the kids will look at, or that the family will say, well, wasn't that a fun trip? And you're nowhere. So let's talk about your discovery of BODi and picking a program. Do you remember how you even found BODi?
I was actually invited to a challenge group by my partner. I knew about BODi years back. I just never tried it. I remember just watching all the transformations and being like, one day I'm gonna be that person. One day it's gonna be me. And just remembering that, it's like, wow, I cannot believe that I was actually able to get it done. And picking my first program, it was actually my partner who just assigned it to me, and it was Mes de Mas. I actually loved that program. It was really difficult, very, very difficult at first, because when you're in that position, when you're trying to do good, when you're trying to work things out, and try to do like the workout as best as you can, it's really like you're struggling with your head because you want to do it perfect, and you don't take time to actually just go one step at a time and just think that that eventually one day you're gonna get there. And Mes de Mas actually helped me out with Idalis helped me out with just keeping me motivated throughout my first program. It was, to me, it was very challenging because I was really overweight. But I love the fact that she had someone that did modifications, and I was actually able to do them without having to feel that I was gonna be out of breath, or me having asthma personally, it's really difficult for me to keep up as others that are maybe fit would do, because constantly I have to give myself a little bit of inhaler, and being able to actually breathing. So it's not impossible to get it done. It's just difficult, and you just have to be able to overcome those difficult situations.
Well, you said in your notes, in the notes that I've got here, you said you didn't know if it was going to work. So why weren't you confident? I mean, obviously the name Mesdamas, a month of more, meaning do a little bit more, exercise more, be more conscious of how you eat. Um, uh, so why weren't you confident? And here's the more important question: how did you keep going even though you weren't sure? That's when a lot of people would quit.
Well, to me, I felt that it wasn't going to work. It wasn't that the program wasn't going to work. It was more that I didn't believe that I was capable of doing it. I just know that when I decided to join BODi, when I said, you know what, yes, I was ready. I was ready for a change. I was ready for that next step. I was ready for that level, for that next level that was ahead of me. I didn't know how I was gonna do it. I just knew that I was ready. That it was my time for me to refocus on the things that I wanted to do. How I actually kept on going was just a small phrase that I just kept on telling me in my mind: you're not going to see the results now, but later you will see them. You can do it. And I remember finishing my workouts and just crying because I was able to complete the routine. Yes, I didn't do it perfect, but just the fact that I went in, stayed there for 30 minutes, and was able to actually, get it done, to me, that was amazing, because I never thought I could do it. I always thought that I would start something and then did not finish.
Despite that inner dialogue, you actually saw some changes pretty quick. What happened in the first week?
I lost 7 pounds.
Wow.
Yes. And I think, to me, that was all I needed. That was all I needed. I needed just to see something for me to actually keep going. And when I saw those 7 pounds, I'm like, I found the place. I'm not going anywhere. It was more than just the workouts. It was the nutrition program, how structured it was. And I'm a very structured person. So I knew I needed a guidance. So with the nutrition program, with Portion Fits, it actually helped me out to stay focused and being able to continue to enjoy my meals, the ones that I really loved, in just a controlled way. And besides the good stuff like the workouts and the nutrition program, it was mainly more the community, the support that I had at the time, that helped me out not to quit, that actually helped me to continue along the way. I am a believer that when you want something in life, you have to find the right support system to actually accomplish those goals that you have.
Did you use Shakeology to help with your weight loss?
Yes. Since day one, that was my go-to. I was more of a sweet person. I used it as a breakfast. I used it as like a snack, just to stop my cravings. And to me, it was a relief, because I was able to actually add more things to it to make it flavorful and for me to actually, like it. And it helped me out, um, with my journey just to stay focused and, continue with my nutrition.
Shakeology curbed your cravings, you're saying. What kind of cravings did you have?
Sweets. I love sweets.
I see. So Shakeology was sort of the replacement sweet, but healthy?
Yes. Yep.
Do you still use Shakeology?
I do.
Well,
That's
you lost the weight. Why do you keep using it?
it helps me stay just focused. I love it. I mean, to me, it wasn't just a shake that will help me out. It was something, a part of my daily routine. It actually helps me, to not to want to eat outside of my nutrition. And, I keep using it because I really love it. I like it. It has a lot of great benefits. It helps you with your digestive system. It's plant-based. I use the vegan one. I just love the great benefits it has.
So, what are you doing now? I mean, to have that kind of journey, some people would sort of hit the goal, see that they lost 100 pounds, have that like, aha, I did it, and then start to gradually put 10 pounds, 15 pounds, 20 pounds. It sort of creeps back on. What are you doing now? And do you ever struggle to stay consistent after 4 years of doing this?
I feel like, I mean, it's difficult regardless. Is you just have to have in your mind, what is it that you want? I mean, like, do you want to go back? Do you want to put, in a waste all the hard work you put into? Or do you want to continue to move forward and get better? To me, it's all about, consistency and just really staying focused. And yes, I have my days where, you want to go out and you want to eat. And the good thing about, BODi is that this is a part of you. You learn how to do it and then you just keep on doing it.
And you're a partner, right? What role does that play in helping you stay consistent?
Oof, I think that's the main thing. To me, when I became a partner, I think I used to weigh like 215 pounds at the time. So really, I started right away, and it actually helped me out because it provided me with the tools that I needed. I was surrounding myself of people who were actually doing the same thing as me. They were focused. They were, eating healthy. And that was all I needed. I wanted people that had what I wanted, and it actually helped me out, with my journey.
How did the work stuff turn out for you? You said that you were going through a bit of a job transition at the time. That's 3 or 4 years ago. How'd that turn out?
Well, now, I have recruiting. I mean, I'm a recruiter as well, at a different company, and I love what I do. I am also a partner because he helps me, with extra income, for me to get the stuff that I want, accomplished at home, my goals. It helps me with the things that I want to buy that are extra. And just to me, at the time, I felt that I wasn't gonna find something that was better. And when I came to BODi, when I came here, it was just more than what I could ask for. It, it's a lot to me. It really changed my life. I said that God provided me with the tools with BODi for me to accomplish my goals. And to me, I'm beyond grateful.
You're inspiring a lot of people today, and your story is amazing. And when you come this far, as you have, losing 100 pounds, it's sometimes easy to forget just how hard it was, right? But let's see. What would you say to the version of Jeniffer who was crying and, carrying that extra weight? You even described it as being very difficult to be in your own body, and you were hopeless. What would you say to her or to somebody out there who's feeling hopeless to help turn things around?
Honestly, what helped me out was having a goal. I didn't want to continue to see myself as I wasn't good enough. I wanted to be more than what I saw myself in the mirror. And if you're going through a really difficult time and you think it's not possible, what you need to do is, first of all, ask for help. Surround your people, surround yourself of people that can actually help you out with your journey. Stay, focus in what you're gonna accomplish. It's not gonna be easy. You're gonna have a lot of difficult situations come across your way, but if you really have your mind set to what you really want, you are gonna accomplish, everything you set your mind into. So it's just a matter of, are you ready to take that next step? Are you ready to be the best version of yourself? And if you are, you're gonna do anything that is possible, what you think it's possible to accomplish it.
Yeah, I've heard people say that the secret to achieving anything is to sort of getting out of your own way. They call it ready, fire, aim, meaning stop thinking about it, stop planning so much, stop trying to think that you got to have everything lined up and just get started. Well, your story is incredible, Jeniffer, and we're so proud of you and what you've done, and the fact that now you're paying it forward, helping people as a partner, and even coming on here and sharing your story. So thank you so much. And anybody listening who's ready to start, or you want to help somebody, you need to take action like Jeniffer did, even if you don't know it's going to work, and you need to probably share this story with the people around you. Build yourself a group that wants to have a feel-good summer. Invite people to do the same program as you, whether it's Mes de Mas, like Jeniffer did, or one of our other programs. We got over 130 of them, and you can access the samples of those workouts. We've got 130 sample workouts from our BODi library that you can try for free at BODiPreviews.com. And what you do is you look around, you figure out how much time you have, what's your goal, what's your why, meaning how fast you want to get the results and why. Then you pick the program that fits your schedule, fits your goals, and then you go for it. So you can just go to BODiPreviews.com, that's BODi previews.com, and see which program speaks to you. And if you have a great BODi experience that you'd like to share, I'd love to hear it. You can submit the story to @BODi Stories on Instagram, and the team will take a look. And that's how we find great stories like Jeniffer's to share. And if you want to get updates from me whenever we post a new episode of the BODi Experience, or get special offers or announcements, you can join my little private text community by texting me at 818-650-4369. And you just follow the prompts, and I'll get to know you a little bit, and then I'll keep you updated on things that we're doing here at BODi. All right, that's it for today. You deserve positive health esteem, to feel good about yourself just for showing up. And every day, we want you to be excited and motivated to pursue life-changing, healthy results. And BODi's here to help you do exactly that, because everybody wins when you get healthy results, not just for you, but for all the people around you. So I hope you take action. I hope you lean in. Thanks for joining us. I'll see you next time.